Okay, we have our pieces here, and we're going to glue them together. We're on number 7. We're going to make it look like this. One solid piece. I've got a slew of clamps. Some smaller ones, a little deeper ones here, and then some real deep. Now it's important that you recognize, you might need to come over here to see this, that these are in sequence, and I've kept them in sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to put them in that order. So I'm going to start with this one. First you want to do a dry fit, and a dry fit is doing it without glue. I find that when you go to glue these together, they tend to slide. So let me show you a secret. I put a clamp right there to hold them from shifting. I'm also going to take a clamp and hold it down to the table. Flip the handle the other way. Makes it a little easier to clamp. Okay, so now these can't shift. Now I got to clamp them down this way. And I want to put a clamp there, 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 and there. Can't overdo it with clamps. Nice and tight there. Notice I'm gluing right down to the table. And then I need some longer clamps to reach in that far. Like that. Like that. And then finally, wow, you can see that's a mess of clamps. Okay, once those are secure, then I can take off these and I can use them to move on to my other piece. Okay, then I'll move on to that one. That looks good. If I can make it look like that, I'll be happy. So now I'm going to take it apart, now that I know it's going to work and how it's supposed to work, and I'll put glue in between them. Dry fit is something I can't emphasize enough. Whenever you glue anything, you try it first. Because this glue dries awfully fast. You got about 5 minutes to work, and then it's a little too late. So now I'm using regular yellow glue. I also have a damp cloth and a putty knife to kind of help me out. Notice about how much glue I put on this. I want it to cover, but I don't want it to squeeze out everywhere and make a huge mess. You also have to spread it. Still a little bit. As opposed to imagining that it's going to spread itself, which it doesn't. And I need it to cover that whole area. That looks good. Your excess glue, just put it on the wood, okay? All right, my number 2 goes on. I'm verifying that. And now number 1 goes on. excess. And can you kind of see how you can see through into the wood, like it's not so heavy, but it covers. So notice how slippery this is now. So now I've got to do my clamping it like this. It can shift a little bit, just can't shift a lot. I want to keep it as here, I want to keep it as flush as possible. That's really what I'm after. I want it shifting this way. This way, it can a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it wants to be pretty good. And now I'm ready to put these clamps on. And you're going to start to see some squeeze out right there. That's good. And right here, if you don't have squeeze out, that usually means you have too little glue. I want squeeze out, just not a lot of it. Notice it all coming out there. That's good. Feels like I have a million clamps on this, because I do. Tighten them up really well. Once they're good, I can take these off. And we got to clean up this mess, especially right there where that is against the table. You got to make sure I'm not gluing anything to the table. That would be bad. Good. And I'm worried about the sides. I'm not so worried about the ends, but get it in the way. That one I don't think I'm going to get to. It's too in there, and that's okay. Okay. That's going to take at least 15 minutes to set. So I'm going to make a mark. It's 8:25. So at 8:40, in 15 minutes is when I can take those clamps off. There's set time and there's cure time. Set time means it's stuck and it won't come apart. Cure times means the glue has totally dried. That takes overnight, 24 hours for it to fully cure. Okay, so now this one's got 4 pieces. That's a lot to maneuver. If you just want to do 2 and then another 2 after that, you can do that, or you can do them all at once. This one is going to be dry fit also. because it's another bear. And I want to make them nice and smooth there and nice and smooth there. I can't get 2 clamps on both of these, so I'm just going to do 1. But it seems to be enough. So I'm going to do clamps here. Then I'm going to put a clamp here, 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 and there. 4 clamps on this guy. Got to reach in all the way. That. There. And I need 1 more big clamp to get to there that I don't have. Right, like that. Then I'll take these off and we'll glue it. Maybe in the video I'll just speed this up. Make sure to keep these in order. What's that?
Play some fun music with it too.
Yeah.
Right now we're at like 13 and a half minutes, so.
Okay, when you're done, not there. A little bit on your block. There's a lot of pieces here, all wiggly. They're tough to get together. So now I'm going to start putting them on the sides so they don't slide around. Butterfingers. See how if you don't dry fit this first, it can really get unmanageable if you don't know what you're doing. Good. Now when I clamp these down, I'm going to go nice and slow, gentle, so they don't move. You can see my good squeeze out down there. some on this side, that's good. That's what I want. Snugging those down nice and tight. And my last one, right in that corner. Tight. Okay, now I can take these off, clean up. Grain matches really well. Okay. 845. 850.